In the face of the change curriculum, teachers use it because when you're trying to get students who have the ability to even if they have the skills to read and write, but yet may not have that will to make all A's, or if you're talking about to take AP courses, or even to come to classes, or because I don't want to disappoint that teacher. So when you think about how Faces of Change is being used by teachers, whether it's doing advisory, if I can get a young person turned on to living, and I can connect with that young person, and I can get them to buy into whatever school I'm in, that this is not only going to help you identify who you are and what choices and decisions that you're making, but if I know who I am, but I also know where I came from. In other words, the choices and the decision and maybe the path that I've been on in my past, if I can get to see how, if I continue along that journey, then I'm not going to be successful. And if I can have a social worker that's starting to take some of the baggage out of my rucksack and make me realize how the good in me, and we tend to talk about life skills, but I know Faces of Change go way beyond, because if I'm talking about adjustment and motivation and how to deal with relationships and how to deal and engage with others, then from my perspective, those socio-emotional learning issues that young people are facing, they're bringing them to school. It's just a matter of whether or not schools are equipped, whether teachers are equipped, because teachers go to school to learn how to be great teachers. In other words, how to instruct, how to develop lesson plans, and how to teach math, science, social studies, language arts, reading, and etc. And teachers get far too much blame for some of the challenges. But at the same time, it is what it is. And now that we know some kids are coming to school with that, then you have to ask yourself, how do I not put, in this case, the cart before the horse? And what I mean by that, the basic foundation is instruction. We get it. And how do I, as a counselor, get a student to move beyond where they are? How, as a social worker, do I deal with those? And so when you think about these adults, if I'm coming to school, and we know the purpose of school, the purpose of school, we know, we all get it. But if I'm not coming to school and I don't value education, then you can raise the bar all day. But if I haven't realized the potential of what school is for, then I can continue to come all the day. And you can teach all day, but learning hasn't occurred. Teaching hasn't occurred if learning is not occurring. And so how do I get inside that student's world to deal with some of the socio-emotional learning, some of the things that they're faced with, and how can I build that relationship through advisory, through mentoring, in a group setting, in a classroom setting, or one-on-one if I'm a counselor, or one-on-one if I'm a social worker. But then how do I get students, especially middle and high school students, some fifth graders, but how can I get grades 6 through 12, and in some cases, college students, how can I get them turned on to life, to for them to realize how big this thing is in life, but how big they can be, and how do I adjust or get them to adjust and motivate it so they'll then not only, because so much is around skills and we get it, but how do I get them to develop the will to want to do better and realize that I'm that conduit, that school is that conduit that give them that pathway to success and that journey to success. And we believe Faces of Change does some of that. It allows young people to think critically about their choice and their decision, but it also allows the adult, whether it's a teacher, whether it's the social worker, or whether it's the counselor, to be able to take something, because they already have a lot on their plate. But Faces of Change too allows you to be able to, through activities, lessons that are already developed, along with your personality. You can actually implement 100% of the way we develop the tool. You can implement it 100%, you can implement it 90%, and add your own 10%. But what it's not, is not meant to be an additional burden on top of the thousands of things educators or social workers already have to do. It's meant to be a resource to supplement what they already have, but yet it's written in a way that you can implement it in its entirety without having to do a whole lot of more work except for to study the lessons and implement them. And it's easy to implement and to get young people thinking critically, to get them talking and get them making those wise choices through the activities that are involved, but also whether it's individual or in a group setting, it just allows young people to deal with some of the socio-emotional learning issues that they're faced with, so they then can get on this path to success and realize that the value that school brings and to stop the short-term gratification as opposed to taking on the long-term gratification and realizing the value add. Because my bottom line is kids are coming to school. Sometimes they may be leaving their brains at home, but they're coming. And they're coming for all the social dynamic because of their friends and other things. That's going to happen. But yet, how do I now turn that to get them to realize school is a formal place that's going to help you be successful? Because they'll tell you all these grandiose things they're going to be. But then how do we get them to take a step back to think about choices and decisions? And choices and decisions doesn't always mean bad. It could mean students who are making B's, but have the capacity to make A's. It could be students who are making A's, but should be taking AP courses. So how do I get kids, not just kids who have made unwise choices, and not just kids who are suspended or in school suspension or out of school suspension, or kids who may even be incarcerated, or kids who just may need a mentor? How do I get young people who are not living up to their full potential? And we believe Faces of Change does that in a deliberate, intentional way. Very systematic, research-based, and very intentional on how I engage young people so I then can get them turned on to this thing we like to say, life, a living, exposed to this thing called life and living, regardless of your socioeconomic. Because some kids are going to get it because they have that grit, resiliency, and others don't. But how do we help young people to be able to navigate this harsh world, this harsh reality, but how do we make it easier for them to acquire skills so they can navigate this journey, this pathway to success? Because you have a choice. And the bottom line is you have a choice to be successful, or you have a choice to take on a life of failure. And if I can't see that journey 20, 30 years from now, then that's problematic. Because kids who are doing extremely well, they know how to navigate through some of the social-emotional learning issues that they're facing. And those that aren't doing well, they may be able to deal with some of the cognitive issues, and when I speak of cognitive in this case, they may be able to take the high-stakes tests, and they may be able to do those, may be able to take on some of the tough challenges around curriculum or instruction, may. But if I know I'm behind, and if I know I'm not doing well in math or reading or whatever the subject may be, and I know if I don't do this, how can I still address that young person as a teacher to get them to a place that they realize what I'm telling them? Because there's a reason why some teachers are able, or social workers, or even mentors or counselors are able to reach some students is because of that relationship. I need you to do this, and that child now has faith in you and trust in you, and I'm going to do it because I know Miss Jones or Mr. Smith isn't going to tell me anything that's not in my best interest. And once you build that relationship, you then can start talking about those things of acquiring those non-academic types of skills that so many of us need in order to be able to do well academically.